Suspiria Works Cinema, where we watch all the movies. Today is a random movie review of Just Before Dawn, Jeff Lieberman's 1981 slasher film. Kind of backwoods slasher hillbilly film. Let's go with that. This is the Code Red Blu-ray. This is one of the first Blu-rays that they released. This and Voices from Beyond, which I will talk about, but I definitely need to do a Fulci series, so I don't know when I'll work that one in, because Fulci's done a lot of movies. But at any rate, we're talking about Just Before Dawn. I had heard of the movie and never seen it, which, being a slasher flick, is kind of odd for me, because I usually watch any of them I can ever find, no matter how terrible they are. So I was kind of excited to see the movie. This version comes with both the standard uncut version and a longer international version. So I want to talk about the longer international version first. On this, it hasn't been touched up at all. This is like a direct scan from the original film. Now, why is this cool? Because it gives us, it looks like you got a damaged bad print of a movie in an old grindhouse theater and you're watching it. So it's kind of a neat, it's really a neat extra to include that. And I fully will understand why you didn't restore it, because honestly, the longer version, it doesn't work. It's boring. There's way too much added talking. It's just talking and extra exposition that does not need to be in the movie. It dragged on in parts. So really the extra stuff, it's not like extra gore. This is just extra footage to make the movie longer. So it's a really cool extra to have, and really cool that it was included on there. Now, the main feature itself is completely retouched up, nicely restored. It looks pretty. I've read some people griping about the quality or seeing different artifacts and pixels. I didn't. It could be what, the way I'm running through my receiver and my projector, that they do some, reprocessing and 4K upscaling. Maybe that removes it? I don't know. So all I can say is what I saw, and I think it looked really, really nice. Especially compared, when I looked at the international version, which had not been touched up, and the version that had been, I mean, night and day. It looks like a new movie. It's got the light hue, especially, that was real prominent in the 70s and early 80s film stocks. But other than that, it looks really good. So if you like the movie, I think you should definitely get the Blu-ray. Now, the movie itself, it starts out with a really cool scene of gore, a nice impalement. And then that's it. It's got some nice moments, and I like it. I mean, this is early Lieberman, and again, I like some of Lieberman's other movies. They're very fun. This one, to me, kind of didn't have the fun aspect, and it was very, very slow and methodical. The people I was watching it with bailed at the 50-55 minute mark. They just left because they got bored. So I finished watching this one by myself. And I can't say I disagree. The end, there's so much in the middle of just them talking and partying without any really good kills or any visceral action. George Kennedy, I'm sure he was paid to be in the movie to get the international sale for it, or even national sale for that fact, but he really doesn't serve much of a point, and you can tell he's kind of there for a paycheck, but who cares? That part's fine. The rest of the actors, they're all fine. None of the actors are bad. It's just the middle is way too much padding. And I get it. You're short on a budget, but you got to make your movie long enough back before the internet, where you could release whatever you wanted, 70-minute movies and whatnot. To sell your movie, it generally had to be a certain length, depending on what distributor was buying it. So you've got to pad it out. Well, how do you pad it out without increasing the budget? You talk. And it gets kind of dull. One of the guys, the guy on the bridge, where the bridge is cut and he falls, it was kind of suspenseful, but then again, I knew it was going to happen, and it was just kind of it wasn't a visually cool kill. I don't know, and the killer's a bit goofy. He's a bit goofy. He doesn't have that menace like Leatherface does for a backwoods killer. He's more kind of goony, and I don't know, it works for the very end scene. So the way I'd say is the beginning of the movie starts out really nice, and the end of the movie, while extremely over the top, is very entertaining. It's quite cool. The middle, however, just get kind of slow to me. I don't know. I was kind of bummed on it. Like I said, if you like this movie, which I know there are several fans of it, definitely pick up the Blu-ray. I can't see how you'd be disappointed compared to the other releases that are available. But for me, I'm only going to give the movie itself a 6 out of 10 because, again, the final scenes are really entertaining, and I really liked them, and I really dug the first kill scene. And, you know, the release, I'll give it the international version really makes me want to bump it up, but I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. Again, it's not an absolute perfect, but it's a darn good transfer. I'm not really sure what the complaints are, unless you're just looking at a graph chart of bit rates and saying, well, it's not there, but to my eyes, it looks really nice. So I would say pick it up. Support Code Red for it. It's a nice release. It's a small film. Doesn't get a lot of love. And, you know, it's cool of them to put it out. Not going to be a huge market for these type of movies. So, there you go. I hope you enjoyed the review. Give me any comments. Let me know anything else you'd like to see us review here. And we'll see you next time here at Movie Mayhem.